What's the deal, family man? Welcome back to the Realist Reaction channel on YouTube. It's your boy Sean. We here with another banger for y'all, man. So look, recently I did a cop video. It was like a Karen. It was a Karen video, but there's cops. She's dealing with cops. The cops end up arresting her. She acting crazy. It's mad funny. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But she was going psycho on the cops. So anyways, somebody sends me this. They're like, bro, react to, like, since you're from America and you live in California and LA and shit, react to American cops versus British cops. And I was like, that's right in my lane. Fuck it, let's do it. So we're gonna go ahead and rock with it. I ain't never been overseas, but I've seen enough stuff and know enough stuff to know that it's way different type of policing over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the policing over there, way different. It's way less enforced, way less aggressive, way less demanding, way less you know, military style. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit in America, you think you got the army pulling up on you, you got the motherfucking cartel, the rich cartel pulling up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it feels like when it's just a regular cop. You know what I mean? To the point that if you see, I've seen military before. Like, when we was having like a lot of shit going on last year, I seen them, and I've seen them the National Guard. They be having less equipment than the police. How the National Guard got less equipment than the police, man. But anyways, before I rant, this is the whole point of the video. We're gonna see what they're talking about. American cops versus British cops. Like I said, I know it's different overseas, but I don't know exactly how. So we're gonna check into it. For all my peoples who's new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we on that road to 20K. We just crossed 18. Thank you to all 18K, all 18,000 plus of y'all. And we on that road to 20. So if you're new here, hit that sub button, hit that like button. And that's it. I got a TikTok now, Sean Tyler TV, you already know. And if you want to, send me videos. Send me hella videos, man. I'm going through all the videos, reacting to shit, man. Instagram, Twitter DMs, comments, whatever it is, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Let's get straight to it.
Humans. Terminator Genisys Future War is the first mobile game where you kinda like me and not is super fun. Will boost your in-game. Now, fascinating. As early as the 50s, the police crime drama started filling our TV screens, and long before that, Arthur Conan Doyle and Ed.
Why is she standing like that? Who clean like that? She about to start the OnlyFans? She about to start the OnlyFans, because don't nobody clean like that. Don't nobody clean like that, bro, unless you... It's a setup to a video. This the intro to the video. No,
Edgar Allan Poe planted the seeds for the genre of detective fiction. The good cop, the bad cop, or even the rebel with a cause cop kind of shows in the 70s have evolved into more realistic series such as The Wire, which give us a more nuanced version of police work and those that do it. In real life, dashcam footage.
Hey, The Wire is the best show ever in the world. If you never got a chance to watch that, watch that. I don't care where you live, The Wire is one of the best shows in the world. And for all my people who's British, who's like, I don't watch American TV shows, half the dudes that's acting in that shit is British anyway. Watch that show.
From police vehicles has also become a staple in the online content we consume. Today we are going to concentrate on real-life cops, and perhaps the two most famous, sometimes infamous police forces in the world, in this episode of the infographic show, American Cops versus British Cops. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so that you can be part of our notifications. Prior to what we consider an actual police force, the ancients had many ways to police the polis, or city. Slaves in ancient Greece would handle the rowdy crowds when tempers flared, while the Romans might set the Praetorian Guard on out-of-control rioters. Through the ages, there have been myriad ways to maintain public order, and also some pretty gruesome punishments for those that breach the accepted rules. In the UK, it wasn't until 1749 when a judge named Henry Fielding created what was called the Bow Street Runners, the first time Britain had anything what we can associate with today's police force. As British cities grew at a rapid...
You know how they say police is like the biggest gang in the world? Like, cops is the biggest gang in the world, right? Because they got all this control, they got guns, they got drugs, technically. You know what I'm saying? They got drugs, they got paraphernalia, they got weapons, they got headquarters, they got teams, they got different divisions, they got different sectors, different codes, languages, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit with gangs, bro. It's literally the same thing. And they control shit. They make sure shit is in control and in order. That's literally what gangs do too. They cause disorder, but it's in the means to create order, if that makes sense. So they the biggest gangs, bro. You talk the Bow Street Runners. if you never knew nothing about no Bow Street Runners, I said, them Bow Street Runners was going crazy back in the day. You would think that's a gang. You would think that's a gang, some type of mob affiliation. Maybe they some taggers. They doing nothing good. Nothing's good coming of the Bow Street Runners unless they running marathons. Just keeping it at Thou Wow. You know what I'm saying? You be like, the Bow Street Runners? Who the fuck is that? They don't sound good.
Pace under the Industrial Revolution, so did crime. And so on September 29, 1829, the Metropolitan Police Service was formed in London, and it is said to be the first modern police force ever created. The man behind it, Sir Robert Peel, explained why England needed cops. I want to teach people that liberty does not consist in having your house robbed by organized gangs of thieves and in leaving the principal streets of London in the nightly possession of drunken women and vagabonds. Why were they nicknamed Bobbies? Well, after their founder, Robert. As you know, the USA was noted for its Wild West outlaws. One of those was Billy the Kid, who was shot by Sheriff Pat Garrett in 1881. Like Britain, America had ways to control crime, but for a long time there was no formal police force, and so the job of keeping folks in line often went to private contractors such as the Pinkerton National Detective Agency.
Okay, alright, let me school y'all real quick, because I know that there's some infographic type of videos. He might get into this, he might not, but in reality, there was already police before that. They just only policed slaves and like black people and shit. So what it was called was slave patrol. So they started in the South during slavery in order to recapture slaves that ran away. So that was actually the first police. They just re-implemented it to work for people who were like not black and not slaves, like for white people essentially, and like Native Americans maybe, which they were kind of slaves too. So really just white people, maybe some Mexicans and shit, but like, really it was just like, okay, well, some of these white dudes is kind of crazy too, they gotta go to jail. So let's make sure we create a force to get them. But really there was already slave patrol that Ben had going down. I don't know if he's gonna talk about that or not, but I gotta let y'all know, you feel me?
Systems including night watchmen and even what some called goons for hire weren't workable as the USA grew in population. It's thought that the first American formal police force was created in Boston in 1838, New York City followed in 1845, and by the 1880s, just about all American cities had an organized police force. Now that we know something about the history of these two countries' police forces, let's look at the present day. The number of police officers in just England and Wales has decreased significantly in the last decade, which has become a major political issue in the UK. The number in 2016 of officers in the force was 124,066, down from 143,769 7 years before that. The number of full-time officers working in Scotland in 2016 was 17,242, and the number in Northern Ireland was 6,773. That's a total of 148,081 police officers working all over the United Kingdom. The population of the UK is 65.64 million, so roughly there is one police officer for every 448 people. Much of the British media and the public are saying that is not enough, especially as the crime rate rise in the UK is rising faster than it has in a decade. This includes a rise in violent crimes and homicide. Over the pond in the USA,
That's that drill music, man. That drilling. Drilling got the UK going crazy. Welcome to the party.
crime rates are much higher, and as some police departments are looking
that drill music. Wow, this shit. They not ready for that.
more like military units, the role of police in society has met with some controversy. Finding the actual number of sworn police officers working in the USA in 2016 isn't that easy. This is because figures given by the US Bureau of Justice Statistics haven't been updated in a few years. The total number of police agencies in the US is around 18,000, but that includes all branches of police. If we take just local police departments, that number is more like 15,500, according to PolitiFact. The old data that is often cited says that in 2008, there were 765,000 officers that had the power to make an arrest. The US Department of Justice gives the number of 750,340 for 2012. According to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, that number has shot up and is presently about 900,000. The US population is 323.1 million, so that means that roughly there is one cop for every 359 people. One of the major differences is that in the USA, police carry guns, as do 36% of American households, according to the Washington Post. It's reported that in 2016, 135 police officers died in the line of duty, with around half of those that died being fatally shot. The Guardian reports that the number of officers killed in the line of duty in the UK is a total of 11 since 2010, although many officers are assaulted in the UK. In 2015, it was reported that 23,000 assaults occurred against officers in just England and assaulted in the UK. In 2015, duty in the UK.
That's how many died in the United States in 2016 and in the US. And in the UK in 2010. Since 2010. God damn. That's just in 2016. Look, man. Officers be getting bodies though. Look, bro, officers catch bodies. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how many. Let me see. I don't know what's gonna come up. I don't know what's gonna come up, but I'm gonna look it up. How many people did police kill in 2016? Man, white people, black people, man. How many people died by cops in 2016? Alright, look, I'm seeing like 900, I'm seeing 800, I'm seeing 957. 957. So they killing about a rack. They getting about a rack. You know what I'm saying? If everybody police got was subscribers to get monetized on YouTube, they damn near be monetized. They would damn near be monetized almost every year. Definitely in 2016. Probably a little bit, you know, they damn near getting monetized. You know what I'm saying? So they 10xing. They 10xing. 135 died. Shit, a rat plus about to get murked. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even the count of the ones that died from other causes due to whatever the police did to them. You know what I'm saying? Like people getting beat the fuck up, internal bleeding in jail and shit, all types of crazy shit going on. Not getting the type of help they needed because they was in a drug overdose. They died of a drug overdose or whatever. But the guy literally could have just been like, called the ambulance, but they didn't call the ambulance for 2 hours, so the dude died. You know, all types of crazy shit. But they got bodies. But I feel like UK officers don't got as many bodies. So like the risk of death is way lower because like who gonna try to kill them if they're not killing nobody? That's all I'm saying. Biggest gang, that's what gangs do. You take one back. You know what I'm saying? They got more power though, so you can't just be taking them back, taking everybody they get back. But I'm just saying. I don't even think about the UK police being British police being scary. But these motherfuckers, they scary. They definitely scary. No cap. Just saying.
UK is a total of 11 since 2010, although many officers are assaulted in the UK. In 2015, it was reported that 23,000 assaults occurred against officers in just England and Wales. In 2017, the Police Federation of England and Wales reported this figure to be not even close to the real number. It said there were 2.4 million assaults in 2016, meaning an officer was attacked every 13 seconds that year. 300,000 of them involved attacks with deadly weapons. The report said the average police officer is assaulted 19 times a year. On the other hand, in the USA in
19 times a year assaulted. God damn. That can't be fun.
2016, police officers killed a total of 1,093 people, according
What
to
I tell you, 1,000, bro. They getting a rack. They getting a rack of bodies, bro.
Inquest.org. In the UK in 2016, a total of 5 people were shot and killed by police. The total number of people shot and killed in the UK since 1990 is 67. We should add here that regular
67 bodies since 19. We getting a rack. We getting monetized with new channels every year, and they what? That just blew my fucking mind. 60 bodies since in 30 years, bro. We at least got 30K, 50K bodies. Oh my god.
Regular cops in the UK don't carry guns, but armed police can be called when it's thought guns are needed. Police in Northern Ireland are different, routinely carrying firearms. According to the newspaper The Mirror, in 2016 there were 1,863,524 legally owned guns in Wales and England, most of which were shotguns. It's thought there are another 277,000 guns in Scotland and a further 150,000 legally owned guns in Northern Ireland. The same newspaper said there were another 2 million illegally owned guns on the UK streets, which has raised the question if the UK police should be given firearms. The murder rate per capita in the US is still 30 times higher than in the UK, which might not be surprising considering there are more guns than people in the country, according to the Washington Post. As for assaults on officers, there were 51,548 assaults against US police officers in 2015, with a total of 14,453 injuries sustained. With this in mind, how does life on the job compare between the two forces, and how do you even get a job as a police officer? In the UK, you can join when you are 18. There are no restrictions on height, but the force does ask you to be in good enough physical and mental shape to undertake police police duties. No formal qualifications are required, but you will need to pass some tests to get in. Pass them, and you are in, just as long as you haven't committed any serious offenses in the past. It's similar in the US, although the police force does usually ask for a high school diploma, and that you are either 18 or 21, depending on the department. You'll have to train at a police academy and have either a clean criminal record or have only committed minor offenses. There is no minimum or maximum height or weight limit, but in the academy you'll have to pass certain physical agility tests. Nowhere does it state you have to enjoy eating donuts. Wages vary, but in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, you can expect to start your career as a police constable on anything from $25,000 US to $30,000. If you work hard, UK career websites say that within about 7 years, that wage can be $48,872 US. You should work a 40-hour week, although police work can often mean overtime and also emergency callouts. You'll get 23 days annual leave and also full sick pay. The pension varies depending on time worked, but the average police pension in the UK is thought to be around $20,465 a year, and the normal retirement age is 60. In the US, salaries differ from state to state, but a rookie cop working in the NYPD can expect to earn $46,288 per year. After 5.5 years, this could rise to $90,829 if you have done well. Other states have average wages closer to $30,000 and others $70,000 according to career website Kron. You'll get 10 days paid vacation to start with, but after 5 years it will increase to 27 days. You'll also receive unlimited fully paid sick days, medical benefits, dental benefits, and optional retirement after 22 years on the force. Like the UK, you will work around 40 hours a week in shifts, but that might change with overtime. How much pension you receive can be affected by multiple factors, but various websites put the average police pension anywhere from $58,000 to $62,000. With money in mind,
I feel like they went over some simple facts. They ain't get too into the nitty gritty of the real, shawiggity of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That real. But look, American cops, they wildin', bro. They wildin'. They gotta be more wild due to the nature of the country we live in, and that people be wildin' more. The regular citizen be wildin' way more, so the cop gotta be wildin' too. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like they should be paying American cops more, but make it like way harder to be one. like 10 times harder to be one, but you get paid a lot more though. But you know what I'm saying? When I say harder, I mean not like you gotta be more beastly and physical and more dominant and alpha and shit. I mean you need to be able to think better, be more clear in your thoughts, be able to handle your emotions. What's your emotional fitness level like? What's your ability in a high stress situation? How do you act or respond? Do you have any type of like biases towards people of any type of race and situations, right? Like when I say this is what's, here's the call, boom boom, black male, wapty wap, 6'1", boom boom, wapty wap. How do you respond to that situation versus if I say Asian male, 6'2", wapty wap, wapty wap. You know what I'm saying? How do you respond differently to those two calls? I need to see you respond the same. As close to the same to those two calls as possible. I need consistency. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. I need consistency in how you respond to any just basic shit. And then you gotta change it up based on the specifics of that situation. But just off information, do you respond differently? Because if you do, we gotta work on that. If you respond consistently, that's cool. Now, is your consistent response good or bad? I don't know. I know I could go on a whole tangent about that, but all I'm saying is like that'd be a better option. I feel like, cause yeah, British cops gotta deal with more like stupid little dumb assault bullshit, but you ain't gotta worry about dying. You know what I'm saying? Or taking on the stress of having to dropping bodies and killing other people and pulling up on a random fucking person who just was speeding a little bit like you about to fucking go to World War II on their ass. That ain't it, bro. So let me know how y'all feel about this video. I know I was rambling on right there. I'm willing to do a bunch of more videos like this. Just let me know in the comments, like the video, send them to me on Instagram or Twitter. And that's it. I love and appreciate y'all. Catch you on the next one. Peace.